What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your friendly neighborhood gamer, Super Dope here. I am joined by the man on the cams, it's Stool Game, and my fellow teammate and alloy announcer, Robo Creator, in the house.
Hello!
And tonight we have a super exciting matchup. It's VRespawn versus Overheat in the Stage 3 Semifinals matchup.
Yeah, I've been told that if Overheat wins, I have to eat a sock, but eating a sock will cause actual medical issues, so I have to find something compatible, like spicy food, apparently. Anyway, this is Dyson, which is an interesting choice of map. I'm not really sure who picked it. It's probably Overheat. VRespawn would never really pick Dyson on their own accord. Right now, this map is mostly about rushing and dying and getting the picks that you need. This map is highly based around getting picks, and then just taking advantage of that, which is why we are seeing double phase on VRespawn side. It is a comp pick, or a pick comp, I should say. Basically, Vex is gonna go in, get some damage, and get away with it, and teammates are gonna try and take advantage of that. So that's the general idea. We're probably just gonna see really a lot of aggression come out from Overheat, which is usually the standard way to play Dyson, just play overly aggressive and get a kill and then get murdered and just keep doing it again. Because generally Dyson is a map you can win by walking over a mountain of your own corpses, so we may see a little bit of that from Overheat, but I think we're going to see some interesting plays from VRespawn. We haven't seen this double phase play a whole lot on stream before. It's fairly new for them, so we will see. I guess we are ready, so we should put the ready ups.
Okay, yeah, let teams know that we're ready to go, and then we'll be on our way. Again, this is a capture point map, so we're going to see both teams try and fight out that circle in the middle of the point. That is going to be our main place of showdown. We've seen a lot of aggression on this map from almost every team here in the ECFL. A lot of comps favoring the Novas. I expect to see the same thing here today from both sides. Looks like we're seeing triple Nova out of Overheat, right? And so far, 2 Novas on the side of VRespawn. VRespawn actually, and Vidman specifically, he likes playing the Meteor and the Comet on this map. They do favor ranged weapons. And VRespawn just have a lot of really skilled range players. Kaznaz and Vidman, very capable
I want to call
snipers.
this out, so I'm going to interrupt you. World says if VRespawn gets 3 out, he's going to gift 50 subs. Sorry. So we're going to hold that to him.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna have to crack out his wall once again.
3-0. And for also Robo did say if Overheat wins, he's gonna eat a sock. So
I can't eat a sock.
Prepare to capture the point.
Anyway, the map is
Robo cutting out a little bit. First map underway here. And yeah, there's gonna be a fight on the high ground, and it looks like Senbug and Bomb get a pick early. Cruisin' taking out heavy though, but VRespawn coming out on top. I mean, Overheat coming up on top here, something that's a little unusual for the first fight. But we do see a lot of tack usage on the side of Overheat, so that is going to leave them a little dry in the next fight here. But a good win here.
Exactly, we see 3 ordinances and 2 tack mods used on Overheat's side, where VRespawn only used 1 detonator, and they're probably gonna get that back pretty quickly. VRespawn as a team really favors throwing out the first fight on Dyson, pretty iconic, and playing off that, but it looks like they have to stay away.
With a nice clip on the Grim to open things up, and that's the pick VRespawn's looking for. They're gonna move in here, really aggressive. The phase comes out by Vex, so we have some sustain here. Bomb takes out Vex right after the phase goes up. A great pick there on the side of Bomb. And Overheat seems to be kind of holding on to here. No one really captured the point yet, so they're just fighting for the ground in this phase. And Overheat is winning out this fight. Heavy with the double kill there, taking out Kaznaz and Cruisin', and Overheat is going to flip the point for the first time on this fight, on this map.
Yeah, right there we saw kind of the failings of the double phase, the pick comp that VRespawn's running. Cruisin' got chomped on pretty early in that fight, and that went like all of their sustain. VRespawn is next to no sustain with 2 win-steals and 1 loss.
We got the snipers on the rim, pinning Overheat back into the corner there. They take a lot of chip damage. They're going to have to retreat. VRespawn moving in now, taking up the space, contesting the point at the same time. They're going to cap it. They do. And VRespawn now with possession of the point. It's Overheat's turn to respond. They start contesting the point. Bomb on the point first. Oh, the deck comes out, making VRespawn have to retreat. They get real low and escape. And now the point is flipped over again to Overheat. So a lot of back and forth here so far on the map. Things really getting spicy. VRespawn moving back in here, defying the slow approach, just kind of going in, going out.
Cruisin' goes down, that's really bad.
Oh no, Cruisin' gets picked by Heavy, and that's not going to be good. All their sustain gone. Yeah, they're going to have to run away or die. Vidman gets a nice pick on Senbug though, And we see Grim trapped out in the open here, just floating. And he actually goes down there. Some bad positioning there, and he pays the price. We got a 2v1 on point. Vizman gets trapped out too, so things are kind of even now. Overheat holding onto the point, 54% so far. This has just been one really long, staggered out fight, but finally, VRespawn will have that spawn advantage and will get those picks. Flipping it over for almost the first time in this fight, really, having finally 10% against 54.
And now we're gonna see the strength of the double phase. Vex is just gonna sit on spawn with that det phase. He can get some damage, get some kills, and probably get away with it too. We're gonna see it. They're gonna be forced to stop here. Like Overheat's just forced to fall back.
Vex got the pick on Heavy there, and he's gonna phase away, and that's gonna be the fight just then and there with the numbers advantage going to the respawn. Grim with the Pulsar, taking out Vex though to trade things off. So now with the spawn advantage, Grim with another Pulsar kill, dominating that outside area outside of Dyson. We don't really see so much action going on there, but Overheat also favoring ranged weapons with the Pulsar can actually make that work. And he's gonna get another all of VRespawn, and now it's 59. 62% now to Overheat. They are playing incredibly well.
Did get a buttload of percentage off that though, so which is exactly what they wanted. They didn't hold it all the way to the end, but they did get like what 50% off the single hold. So if they can do it again, they can hold for the same amount of time. They can take the round off. But it's looking on pretty shaky ground.
VRespawn closing it again. Kazan gets a nice pick on Grim, and now Overheat is going to be on the back here. As Bomb takes out Vex. Another Heavy takes out Vidman too. These are insane picks that are really good for Overheat, especially when you're defending the point. Going down is so punishing. Sembug does fall though, but Cruisin is so low, he gets traded
another pick.
by Heavy.
Goes down.
That's a nice refrag, and Kaz goes down as well, and that's 91% to Overheat. Now VRespawn's gotta make a move fast. They were not expecting this.
They're gonna go in. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold it down, though.
This is the final fight here. The instant heal comes out. That is all the sustain VRespawn has, aside from the phases here. Cruisin down. Vex down. Vidman going down real low. Kaz is the final member here. He has to stay on the point, but it's not looking good. He's going to phase it, and he cannot contest while phasing. That's going to be it. Overheat takes round one. Robo, get that sock ready.
No, please. Anyway, that's where we saw the failings of the double phase, the way they're playing right now. They have 2 insta heals and a single long heal, and that's it when it comes to when it comes to heals. So pretty much if you use that in a fight, you burn it for a fight. Whereas if you have 2, 3 heals, couple instas, you can kind of like rotate them for each fight over and over. So right now, I think what VRespawn's whole comp is based around is winning a fight, burning all their sustain and winning a fight. And then once they win it, they can hold off long enough with the double phases to get that back, to wait for the cooldown to the phases. So they can hold them from far enough away where they don't really need them too much.
Got the first fight on the bridge here. Overheat's gonna win out this battle again, only using 1 detonator this time, to VRespawn using nothing. But we have 3 members of VRespawn, and that's gonna be the 4th. So Overheat here with positional advantage, as the point will be unlocking shortly, not quite yet. So VRespawn will have another chance to fight with the full team before the point unlocks. We'll see what they do with that chance.
Be a best of 5. I may need it. Please.
Oh yeah, we are going best of 5.
I may have to use some more contested. Anyway, we're going to see some more. He just constantly is getting picked. Let's take those. We're actually gonna pick on Grim. Maybe he's actually be able to get something done here.
So that's going to be 2 picks.
Heavy goes down. We're seeing a lot of trading and coming on both sides, but again, we're seeing the failing on the sustain. It's just not really helping VRespawn here. Overheat's really good at getting in their face. Once you get in the VRespawn's face, it kind of just fall apart with next to no sustain. We are seeing
VRespawn though finally capturing the point. Get a nice couple of picks on Bomb and Grim. They win a little early here. I think they were just trying to contest, but VRespawn had a good vision on that. They focus fired, and that's gonna leave Overheat with a little bit of a stagger here. They are split off and heavy shot. That's going to be VRespawn's window here to open up the move in, but the flank from Grim onto Vidman outside there is going to slow things down too. Now Kazaz goes down real low, Vex goes down as well, and Cruisin is the final member. He takes out Zembug, a nice trade. That's going to be important for them, but goes down as well. They got to make quick use of this Zenbug kill here because she's gonna take longer to get back.
Exactly. They have finally the spawn advantage of Dyson. A lot of Dyson strategies are built around about getting man advantage and just pushing straight in on while you have advantage. They have to act quickly, otherwise
Our moving goes in and takes the debt. This man refrags out heavy though, so things are gonna be down. Cruisin finds a nice pick on Grim.
Can't go down on you
Pretty well. And that's gonna be 50.
Another shot.
Contested.
Vid is just holding on to it there. Bomb did not push him.
Kaz switched off phase back to double heal Nova. Looks like they've decided that the double phase just isn't working well enough for them. They are like Overheat's constantly getting in their face, fight after fight after fight, and they have zero sustain for any kind of long fights like that. If they don't win a fight instantly, they lose it. They can't fight those long drawn out things. They win all at once, or they don't win at all. And we are starting to see that phase come out, but whether they got any value out of it is something else.
Kaznaz gets an early pick onto Heavy. That's going to help them. Semba, they got 2 picks. Looking good. And Bomb is going to take out Kaznaz, though. But again, the numbers advantage on Reaper. Kaznaz tech. And that's going to be a 2-on-2 here. Yep. And Cruisin Overheat is pushing in on Vid there, and he goes down.
Bomb's gonna get the triple!
Point capture.
And Bomb really
it's
wants
gonna be
to eat that
here.
stock, huh? Jeez, he's really going.
Yeah, Overheat is definitely playing hard. They definitely want this. They're showing it. And VRespawn, it doesn't seem like they're prepared for this kind of aggression. And they're going to have to push in again. And 70%, time's ticking. They finally move in. Point is contested. The heal already goes out. That's good. That's looking good for VRespawn. They're going to
That was great. That was a great play right there. He hit the debt, got away from it. That was a lot of value they soaked up. And we're going to see a double by Kaz there. Take out Grim and Heavy, starting it and ending that fight. So that was great. I think we are seeing finally that phase come into play, but we do see the sustain necessary coming from Kaz here. He switched off phase to that heal instead.
Overheat stacking up now, boosting in. One going all the way to the back. It's the pulsar though, so they can be a little more separated and in the air. Grim will find a pick on Grim there, but Bomb will go down, Sembuck down, and finds one effect. Grim will go down too, and now it will be VRespawn cleaning up the rest of Overheat with 87%. Overheat's got maybe one more push if they get in real fast, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to make it. But
they're going now.
They are.
And we are gonna see Kaz get ahead of it.
Holy shit! Yeah, really great play by Yuri. And that's gonna be it. 1-1 so far. We will have round 3 coming up in just a little bit.
We finally saw VRespawn switching out of the pick comp, back to something more nominal. They are still having Vex on phase, so I guess they're trying a different variation of their pick comp rather than putting the Comet on it. They're pushing the Nova forward. Vex is gonna try and go forward and see if he can latch onto somebody and murder them and then get away with it. Or maybe he'll try and soak up a detonator too by playing super forward.
Round 3 underway. VRespawn doing their same boost they usually do, going in. And they do end up baiting out a couple of ordinances from Overheat, but they do pay the price of their lives for it. VRespawn going to have to reset now, but in the next fight they will have the tactical advantage. So a good push by VRespawn, getting those ordinances out, and we'll see what they do in the next fight here. Cruisin just retreating back to point, waiting for the rest of his team. Smart play. And they will set up for the point.
VRespawn's gonna go in before Overheat gets their debts back, but if they want to take advantage of it, they have to go in now, and it looks like they're just a little bit. Overheat's gonna get their detonator's back in the initial fight. They went through there. Oh, and Vex goes down fast, eaten alive before he
just has the point unlocked too, and that's not gonna be good for them.
Oh, and VRespawn took the point too.
Used up, and VRespawn having the point there and dying out is not gonna be good. Kaznaz and Cruisin find picks on Sen, Bomb, and another with the Kaz onto Heavy. Really clutch picks from VRespawn. It's gonna help them out, but it does look like the spawns are gonna, the respawns are gonna come back for VRespawn, and they're gonna be able to win this one out. 25% already. And the stagger onto Grim. A nice pick by Vex there in the tunnels. They're gonna have to go in without Grim. They're moving quick here, just trying to get the contesting. And Bomb finds a pick on Cruisin with the Nova. Nice play over there. Bomb going ham there, trying to find a pick on Vid. Wow, Vex goes in hard, taking out most of Overheat. Finally, Grim falls too. Nice pick, double kill from Kaz. And 38-0 so far. So what do you think of VRespawn on this round?
Yeah, they're definitely doing a lot better. It seems like that long heal is really helping them out a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a whole lot, as well as that other Nova right now. They really need to try and get around the fact that Overheat is so good about getting in their faces that long-range pick comp, because like that pick comp was based around keeping them at arm's length, and Overheat just refused to fight at that distance. They refused to take
Overheat with the early pick onto Kaz there, popping out of the tunnels, all together with those Novas. Another pick onto Vex. They're just going ham there with the focus fire, and Greenman Houston will fall, and he will finally capture point for the first time on round 3.
Double, getting that great entry frag on Kaz there.
Yeah, that was a really important pick, getting Kaz there, right out of the tunnels. And VRespawn going to set up again here.
Point contested.
Cruisin finds a couple before he goes down, though. Those are really key picks again. Cruisin finding some clutch plays. Even when his team is down, he finds the picks, and the team will reset now with a numbers advantage.
Oh, they have to make an advantage.
They're going to boost right in.
They're going to go in. They're going for it.
Yep, and they're going to actually for this. That's a smart play by Overheat to retreat too, because they wouldn't want that.
A little bit too far for my taste. They're going to be really hard.
Wow! And they all boost onto Cruisin there. Really great play by Overheat. Bomb finds the pick on Cruisin. Heavy finds one on Vex. Send another onto Vidman, and Overheat just stomped VRespawn to the dust there, and they will capture the point.
Party there, that hunting party. They saw it and they just crushed Cruisin faster than. They must have double deaded him because he went down super fast, and after that it was just a steamroll.
That was a really good rebound there from Overheat after getting pushed like that. Great play, great response. Okay, we have VRespawn again setting up. They do the same thing. It's a smart play, tactical, trying to get the advantage. They do, and then they move Grim. Oh, triple kill from Vex, taking out Grim, Semba, and bomb, one, another, and a third. And that's going to be another wipe from the side of VRespawn. So amazing play from both teams here, and that's going to be it. VRespawn is like, oh no, you're not going to get us here.
Orange has won the match.
That was an insane map, though, right? From both teams, they
that was
really
great.
well.
I honestly, it looks like it looked like it was pretty shaky ground for VRespawn there for a second. It looks like their pick comp got broken at least a little bit, or Overheat was able to deal with it, or whatever reason it didn't work nearly as well as they clearly wanted it to. Like I was talking about before, the whole pick comp is based around keeping the other team at arm's length, forcing them to stay away from you and at your range. But Overheat went, nah, and rushed in and got those picks over and over and over again, and the lack of sustain really messed him up a little bit.
Alright,
Anyway,
we'll be back for map 2.
Throw it
after a
over
short
to
message.
our sponsors.
This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004. This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to our second map of the night. It's your friendly neighborhood gamer, Super Dope here, and I'm joined by the man on the cams. It's Dual Game, and my fellow teammate and Alloy announcer, Rebel Creator, in the house.
Hello.
Again.
Sorry for the tech issues. Looks like Windows decides to randomly delete things off of the compass, so that's the thing. Anyway, we are ready. I will send the ready-ups, and we will have the second map of this epic matchup underway.
Yep, it's gonna be a payload match. We got Vision over here. So both teams will have a chance to push the payload to their checkpoints and hopefully unlock the whole map, get it all the way to the end.
Yeah, we'll see. Just go over and over and over again if necessary.
True, it could just go on endlessly. Both teams just keep completing it, but we've never really seen that before. The time will get shorter. So the way overtime works, if we do see overtime, is that depending on how long each team takes to push the payload, the remaining time will go into the time bank for overtime, and they'll have that time to push the payload.
They don't get any more after the first 2 rounds. What they've got is what they've got. We'll see if they're able to make use of it. Anyway, we are going to see Overheat on defense. This is their choice of the map, as they lost the last map, so this is their map pick.
Yep.
So
last map was really close though. Yeah. So
Yeah,
do you have any predictions? I mean, we saw VRespawn take it in the end, but it could have gone either way, right?
My personal opinion, I think VRespawn's going to take it in the end because they love Fishing a lot more than they love Dyson, which makes sense why it'd be a little bit rough on Dyson, because even though their strategy, they like it a lot, but apparently they just haven't been able to.
The Great Flamingo race is about
to
start. We have Overheat.
Who's going to win? We got to get an overhead view of the payload so we can see who wins.
It's clear victory for Bomb. The rest of his team just giving up. Not even going to the Flamingo.
That's not how you race. That's not how you race. You can't give up. In any case, I think my money is on VRespawn for Fishing. I don't think it's gonna be a pushover. I think Overheat's gonna make them bleed for it, metaphorically. But I do think VRespawn will take it in the end.
Yep, VRespawn really good on this map. I don't know if they've ever dropped it in a match.
Do we want to bump our volume up again, Duel? No, never mind. I just took
the payload.
And yep, the map is underway here, so things will be starting off. We have Vidman holding on to the payload, the rest of the team going all the way deep looking for that first pick, and they have not found it yet.
They do get it.
Finally getting the pick on Grim. They lose Cruisin' and Kaz in the process, and Vex will phase away back to the payload. That pick is going to be really good for them if they're able to capitalize on it here. We'll see how the rest of Overheat responds, and so far they are just playing it cool, but we do have Heavy in an exposed position.
Heavy's gonna go down.
Nice shot by Kaz.
Don't see the point of the phase a whole lot right now. It seems kind of I'm not really sure I see the point in the phase, if I'm being honest right now for this, especially for this point where the spawns aren't long enough where you need to really avoid dying. Still, we are gonna see the picks go both ways.
Oh, Kaz by the third here. Kaz is just popping off on the comment, taking out Graham finally. We're at the third pick here. Bomb is alone, low health. They do know he's there. They're gonna pin on him. Oh, the respawn comes in. Semi's going down real low, but Kaz goes down after finding a pick on Bomb. Heavy with the double kill, taking out Kaz and Vex, but Heavy will fall by the hands of Vidman. Push that payload all the way in, and that's gonna be the first checkpoint to VRespawn. A little messy, but pretty fast.
Get it in the end, yeah.
One in the bank here, and we have Vex pushing up real fast. He's got the phase. Oh no, but he doesn't.
Before you can use it.
Take it down real quick. Kazaz now on the back foot here. He's
just gonna pin him down.
Trying to pin him down with the meteor, yeah. And he's gonna do that. And Vex is gonna be able to get back in, and the payload's still making progress all this time. Overheat not pushing into the tunnels. It can be risky.
Guys, it's super low. They could push him maybe. Like, it'd be. I think it could go either way. It would be really risky.
He does have a heal though.
Vex goes down again. That phase not really working out so well for him. He's going in, trying to get those picks and get away with it, but he's not getting the picks or getting away with it either.
Yeah, he's having a hard time getting out alive there. Overheat just jumping on him. And whoa, VRespawn still managing to push the payload all the way through even without Vex there. And Vex will return finally. But he'll find his way into that little cheeky spot inside the spawn door. And the rest of VRespawn will hop onto the payload.
I think
yeah, we can hear you. You may have gone down for a second. We have VRespawn here on the payload.
Checking out.
You're cutting out a little bit, Robo. And a couple of members on the pillar there trying to take out VRespawn. Kaz will fall, and Vex finds a pick onto Sembug now. So things are pretty even trading up here. Grim is gonna have to retreat. He does have a pulsar, so he can shoot while running away like that. And Grim will find the pick onto Vidman. Cruisin will take out Heavy though. Welcome back, Robo. And we got the payload trapped out in no man's land. Kaznaz rushing in with the meteor aggressively. And Grim will find the pick onto Kaz too. The 3 members of VRespawn trying to push out aggressively, finally take out Bomb. And they will get some space here on the payload. That was not looking too good from them, especially when Kaz went down there from Grim. But the rest of VRespawn showing that aggressiveness. And VRespawn really good at showing strength even when down a member. All of their members are talented players.
Heavy's gonna go down. You're gonna see me able to make some work of these picks they're getting. Oh, and instead they're just gonna get caught out. Sen getting one, Bomb getting another. Vidman forced to try and get away, but Overheat doesn't take any prisoners here.
Nice double by Bomb there.
Yeah, for sure. It's like Bomb managed to get 1 pellet on his head, take the kill off Grim.
Yeah, true. And we got Pulsar damage chipping away at VRespawn on their entry, trying to make things a little more difficult for them. It's not going to do too much though, and they will stack up.
Still seeing Vex run that phase. I feel like it's a really interesting choice. I think it can work on capture points, but I'm not particularly ecstatic about it.
Yeah, it hasn't been going too well. Oh,
like
Vex
every
plays that
time.
Bomb here though.
Yeah, he never really gets away with it. I think he used it like once at the very beginning. I don't think he's really been getting any value out of it.
Grim finding a lot of picks though with the Pulsar, finding Vid and Cruisin', and Kaz is gonna be the last member there. Takes out Grim, and it's gonna be a 1v1, but Kaz does not have a lot of health, and the second team will come back to finish the job. Zen will get a refrag. Vex will get a refrag onto Zenbug there. He'll get refragged out by Bomb. And Bomb will rotate back to his teammate there, and things are gonna slow down a little bit as both teams are forced to reset. Payload on the hill, 3 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. VRespawn not in a terrible spot right now. They have a lot of time to work with, and they are all back together now. Senbug will go in by herself. Dangerous there, but Grim taking out Cruz too. And Grim will find another onto Kaz. Sen and Heavy going down to a nice double pick by Vex, and he will fade out though because he doesn't have the rest of his team to push up with him.
Yeah, we're actually at VRespawn has lost to like around 2.5 minutes, almost 3 minutes at this point. They came into this point with like what 5:15 or something like that, and now they're going into a 2:30 so far. And we're still seeing trades come back and forth.
That was a really good play. Once Vex phased off, his team regrouped with him, and they instantly rushed back in because he had just gotten that double kill. So they were able to have the numbers advantage, take out the rest of the two, and they are just going to snowball that all the way to the end here, it seems. Bomb will finally contest the payload here. It's going to try Bomb is working with that Nova, and Vid is a long-range person, so he does not want to find himself at close range with Bomb. Bomb will take out Kaz, another long-range, and Cruisin' will try to pick onto Heavy. So things are... Oh, Overheat just honing in on
we're just seeing Senbug and Bomb just jump on members like wolves, just dragging them to the ground and just murdering them brutally.
Yep, 145 to go. Payload almost there.
4 minutes off the clock almost.
Yeah, some great holds from.
I still think that phase is really hurting Vex here. I think it's not only is it just not being any value. I think the issue is he believes he can go in and get away with those picks, but he's unable to pop it in time, and he's not being able to get. He's playing a little bit more aggressive, and he's unable to.
That's a pick on Grim there, and another on Heavy. So
another.
There we go. There's Sembug. So that's going to be a full right and the map for VRespawn. Well, not the map. So it's going to be a round. But they're going to have to defend against Overheat.
Overheat has plenty of time to come back and bring it back. VRespawn had just a massive lead going into this third point, and they lost all of it. They came into it with like an average of like over around 1:10 or so, I think. Let's just stream now to
some
get
great
an actual
stalling
number.
there from Overheat.
They ended with 1:13, so over 4 minutes.
Overheat on the orange team. VRespawn on the blue this time. And the Great Flamingo race underway. We got Vidman early in the lead here, but Vex is still stacked up with Kaz here.
Did you see the overlays?
Oh no, Vidman still takes it all the way to the end. Yeah, we got the overlays. That's looking good.
The overlays are fixed.
Shout out to Duel also by dropping all those subscriptions over there.
Yeah.
Insane. And all the bits tiered. Shout out to Whirl, shout out to Duel. Thank you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what's your opinion? Like, I think VRespawn was going to take it, but Overheat would make him bleed for it.
7, 6.
What you think Overheat can complete the map?
2.
I mean, VRespawn is really good at doing what they, and we're seeing Vex once again on face. Looks like he's going to try and play it again.
Payload mobilized.
Shout out to the Kim.
Delivery accelerated.
Oh yeah, thanks Kim. Like, I wonder if Vex is going to be able to make use of that, because on the attack it really felt like the
Get out of there, Kaz.
the phase was kind of lacking in terms of value and just effectiveness.
Yep.
We're gonna see
Vex
some
still running the phase.
ton of
All 4
damage.
members of Overheat here. No, they throw out the stun. No avail though. 4 members of Overheat collapse onto the payload, but Cruzen will follow, so that is an entry pick for Overheat. They may have been looking for that. And the last member over there, Heavy, will get out alive, but just barely, and his team will reset, but quicker than Cruzen will get back. So we'll see if Overheat capitalizes and moves quickly, and they do. Grim will go all the way to the back there with that Pulsar. He will be able to get some damage in from
We're
wherever
seeing all
he
4
is.
members of VRespawn.
Oh no, but holds onto the payload there. A little risky positioning to be, especially at that health, and gets taken down. Grim, low health too, has to back off. Vex phasing that there.
Finally got some value out of that
Pretty
phase.
good.
Mobilized.
Yeah, Cruzen taken down though, so Kaz is gonna fall too. Looks like Overheat is gonna come up on the strongest side of this and have 4 members on the payload, so they are.
Vex is still hanging around somewhere. He's ready to come back. He doesn't have his
Nice
phase.
down there. Heavy.
Oh, he's gonna get 2! He's keep
The
going!
whole thing by himself. He's so low. He finally gets taken out by Sunbug. Nice double pick by Sunbug, taking out Vidman a little earlier too. And now it's gonna be over. He's still coming and capitalizing on that. Oh no! Kazma barely doesn't get there in time, and that's gonna be the first checkpoint. Going to Overheat.
Payload
That's around
mobilized.
20 seconds slower than VRespawn did it. I think VRespawn did it in like what, 351, 341, not too much behind the times. They are gonna get some great first picks again in the beginning, which is really
Yeah,
important.
Grim with the solo kill over there too. They're gonna move in and try and take all of that space early. VRespawn
They
not
can
quite
definitely
there
get
yet.
away
They're
with
panicking a bit. They do get taken real low. They're gonna have to pop that insta heal, but they're doing a good job rotating.
Heavy goes down. Kaz
Grim
goes
takes
down.
out Kaz. Heavy will fall too. Grim will fall finally. And it looks like VRespawn is able to hold on to that room there defensively. They are giving up a lot of space on the payload, but they know that, and they will rush the payload, take out bomb quickly, and that's a really great defensive hold by VRespawn there.
Payload
Yeah, that could have
returning.
gotten really poorly for VRespawn. I think if they had lost one more member in that fight, that would have been almost the second checkpoint done for them. But they were able to pull it back by the skin of their teeth. They managed to just hold the line a little bit. I think that fight right there was all or nothing. Yeah.
We got Overheat now, resetting. Bomb.
Payload mobilized.
Getting a little sneaky with Sunbug in the left tunnel over there. They will stack up and they will boost in. VRespawn is ready for this
Go
though.
for somewhere.
Flying.
The hunting party's going out. They're pitting down some
Oh
members.
no! Vidman and Kaz both go down. Cruzen will go down. And Vec is the last member there. He tries to pick onto Heavy on the payload, but he's not going to be enough. Sunbug will refrag him out. That's going to be 3 members of Overheat on the payload. No chance for respawn. As I said, Vidman gets blasted. And
That is around a minute slower than VRespawn did it. So we'll see if they have a minute less, but we'll see if they're able to push it in anyway. Because right now they actually do.
Seconds here, yeah.
Yeah,
So
they do have to complete it if they want a chance to take this
It's
map for themselves.
plenty of time to do it.
Exactly, plenty of time. You see people do it on 2 minutes and under before, so 4 minutes is actually a ton of time to burn.
Vex is, they know he's in that tunnel there.
Oh,
He
he
will
goes
get
down.
Flank does not work out on VRespawn's favor. It's a 4v3 now. Overheat could just push in here. They are going to take things a little slow. They're trying to get that payload up the hill. Not a bad play. They're just going to stall them out here a little bit, push them back, get them on the back foot. I like that they're not being too over aggressive.
Oh wow, they're
Double
getting
kill by
picked left,
Sven.
right, and
And
center.
a third by Vivian. Yeah, they did a really good job there, just closing them in on the space. They're just
Delivery
inching forwards,
accelerated.
putting them on the
Delivery
retreat, and then going in
accelerated.
for the kill.
Yeah.
Really
I
great
think by
wipe
the
by
time VRespawn got here, they had around 2 minutes left. And they've gotten here in under a minute.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes, and 3 people on the payload. That thing is moving quickly.
Delivery
VRespawn's got to getting.
Oh, we actually see the crash on VRespawn.
Delivery accelerated.
Oh, no.
Kaz looks like he's...
Yeah, Kaz is gone, and VRespawn's not going to get in on time, and that's going to
Oh,
be.
no, they will. They're able to
As
get
I
past
say
it.
that, inches to go, but the
they're
and there it is. Heavy hops on at the last second, but that crash from VRespawn at the last second, that is devastating. And
Yeah, that's
Kaz
really bad. He is
utterly
back in.
but too little, too
It's
late.
not over yet. Both teams have plenty of time to come back and make this either way. Right now, right now, the time is definitely in favor of Overheat. They had around 3 minutes, 16 seconds, whereas VRespawn had around 2 minutes shorter than that. I think they completed with like what, So I think they completed with
We were
113.
talking about overtime, and here it is, fellas. Overtime. Teams will be switching sides, so this time we're gonna have VRespawn on the Honors team and
The
Overheat.
good Flamingo race. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? A Senbug wins this time.
Sembug.
1-for-1 for Bomb and Senbug right now.
Heavy.
So, we see Overheat complete the map exactly 2 minutes faster than VRespawn did, which means they've got a buttload of time. But the 2 extra minutes can mean a
Match
whole
starting
lot.
in
Especially right now, they don't
10,
get any more time.
9,
What they've got
8,
is what they've got,
7,
and they've got to make it work.
6, 5, 4.
We got VRespawn
3,
on the attack here
2,
first. We'll see how they approach this. Not a lot of time to deal with. They're gonna have to get these picks quickly, and they boost
Payload
out
mobilized.
right away. The first box, and they're
Going in.
corner, going for that pick. Vex will
got
find
one.
on Grim. Another onto Sembug. This is exactly what they're looking for. They got another one coming in here hot on Bomb, and they find the pick. Vex credited with the double there, and Heavy is just gonna retreat, and he will get away. Oh,
Going in.
he's actually testing Vex here, and this is kind of good for VRespawn.
Accelerating.
Oh,
Vex
Heavy
is gonna
dropped
follow, but
him.
he's gonna get back really fast, and Heavy is all the way out with low health now. They're gonna have to. He's not gonna be able to get back into the fight anytime soon. And Senbug
Senbug all the way in the back. We are seeing Overheat starting to jump on payload, and they're burning some of that precious time that VRespawn does not have enough of. Overheat
Yeah, that
is
was a really
definitely.
great recovery there.
So either way, and it's
Payload
all in favor of
mobilized.
Vex.
For the kill there.
It's
If
not
VRespawn
necessarily about
died
checkpoints.
there, they would have had to reset again.
Checkpoint.
But Vex
It's
finds
not
the pick
about
on Bomb.
checkpoints here, it's about distance. So you can give up a checkpoint to try and get a little bit of distance better on it. So I think right here, this checkpoint, I think it's going to end right here in the middle of the tunnels or so. So we'll see if they're able to get a bit more distance off that. VRespawn's going to play fast. They can't really hold back at all. One mistake and they're done. Especially they're going on overtime in just a few seconds.
9,
10 seconds, overtime about to break out.
7,
Overheat saving those detonators.
Yeah, they're just
4,
saving their packs
3,
for the for the second overtime. Here it goes. We'll see it right. Breakout. Senbug finds a pick on Cruz, and Bomb goes down.
there's no
That's
hookup
a opponent pick on Senbug, and VRespawn with the advantage here. They're gonna find a pick on Heavy. Cats will go down to Grim though, and Grim is behind the team. He's not gonna be able to contest the payload though. 2 people on the payload moving
Might
fast.
be able to.
Grim is flying and trying to
He
catch
gets
it.
dropped.
He's not gonna be able to do that, especially while shooting forwards with the pulsar. It's gonna slow down your momentum there, and they will get that checkpoint. Cruising with the double taking out Bomb and Senbug, sending them all the way back to the 3rd checkpoint spawn. And that is a really, really great offensive push by VRespawn there.
Now, right now, all it takes is one team fight. It's not in the favor of VRespawn, though they did get a ton of distance with only 1 minute and 13 seconds. Right now, if Overheat just jump on payload, triple
Oh,
dead,
man.
they got.
Has being over aggressive there, just trying to take that space, stall out Overheat a little while they
Right
push
now,
the
it
payload.
doesn't really matter.
That
They
is
don't need to go all
honestly
the
a
way.
good strategy, yeah. They were just trying to send Kaz there to just keep
And here we
in their
go.
face while
This
they
is
had
where this
VRespawn
is
on the
gonna
payload.
go.
They're just trying to get as much distance as possible here, but they've gotten it so far, all the way up into the 3rd
They
checkpoint.
did.
And that's a really good offensive push there in overtime by VRespawn. What do you think about that, Robo?
I think that was really great. VRespawn played really aggressively, and they did what they needed to do. With only 1 minute and 13 seconds, they almost completed the whole map, getting the 2nd checkpoint on overtime and pushing it around a third of the way through the 3rd checkpoint. Right now, Overheat does have a ton of time, 2 minutes more than they did. So if they keep moving, they'll get there with more than enough time. Although whether Overheat's gonna have I think it's a little bit of an uphill battle. I think VRespawn practice a lot on this map and they really love it, so I think they've probably got a lot of strategies just for it. We are still seeing Vex on phase, which I think is a decision.
Oh,
I'm not sure
Vidman winning out the race here.
yeah.
Coming out. Great.
I'm not sure. Like, to me, on the caster side, it doesn't really look like they're getting a whole lot of value of that phase. Vex is going in thinking he can get away with going in, and he just doesn't.
So,
He's
Robo,
either
how do you
unable
feel
to pop
about Vex
the-
running phase?
Well, let's see. I could talk about it some more if you'd like.
10, 9.
Look, they're running. Is that a
8,
double? Oh no,
7,
Vidman was just fumbling
6,
his insta heal right now. We
5,
are seeing the confetti out right
4,
now still,
3, 2,
which is interesting.
1.
And here we go. We got
Stop the
Overheat's
payload.
last chance to push it. They got to get it further
Payload
than
mobilized.
VRespawn did. They got to make it all the way to the 3rd checkpoint here. We got 4 members of Overheat. Just trying to get the maximum speed on the payload here, trying to get as much distance as possible before having to engage with VRespawn.
Delivery
We'll see if
accelerating.
VRespawn allows them to do this or if they will go in. They're getting some good chip damage They're getting a few members of Overheat low. They're popping a lot of heals.
VRespawn
That was a really great timing by VRespawn there. If you want to break down that play, VRespawn waited till the moment that Overheat popped their insta heals, and then they went into attack because they knew that they didn't have the sustain
They had
to
a
defend
straight
that off.
line too. They had a straight line and they went in as soon as it they didn't have to get like a weird angle and they went straight on it, double deaded it, got that messy fights that they wanted. But unfortunately, we are
Already holding on though.
Lose some members.
Yeah, by this, they're holding on real tight. They really want this. Finally, Vex will get a double kill on Grim Bomb. Sembug will fall to Cruisin. And the final member of Overheat putting up a fight, but getting a little bit of a stagger there on Heavy. Gonna take a while to respawn, and Overheat should be waiting for this. If they go in without him, they're gonna get punished again. So that is that's gonna hurt Overheat a little when
they're losing a lot of time off this. But again, they had more time than VRespawn. Even now, they still have over a minute more, around a minute more than VRespawn's went into this.
A little split up push here by Overheat. They're definitely not all together. Sembug trapped out by herself there and will go down. Send down, Heavy down, and Grim down as well. And Overheat is gonna have to reset again. 2 minutes and 14
kind of
seconds.
Scrambling around here a little bit. It feels like they're just kind of shotgunning themselves over this map. They need to find a target and pick him. Looks like
another boost out, but it's just two of them, and they're splitting up again. One to the payload. Bomb is just gonna go in by himself and get instantly picked. Sembug going in now by herself. They're just rotating on and off the payload, but they're not getting picks. They're trying to brute force this here. They are getting picks, but they're winning the battle, not the war here.
The pad is interesting. Like even though you can basically if the pill gets touched by the pad, sometimes it can become a defensive point. Strangely, just based on how far away it is.
I'm gonna see more detonators. I was all running in the same direction. Cruising so low, they're just gonna pick him out here. It's gonna take him so long to get back. Finally, he'll fall. Paz will fall as well, but Send and Bomb both down on their end. So it's 2v2 here. We'll see how VRespawn responds with Grim on the payload here. Vex will shoot him off really well there, but he's gonna have to phase out, chased out by Heavy. Vex is gonna have to jump back on because he was pushing the payloads right now. He will get kicked, and that is going to be the first checkpoint by Overheat. Really messy.
They got the first checkpoint with around the same amount of time that VRespawn started with, so they do have a lot of time here. But whether, given their progress in the last checkpoint, I don't think they're gonna make it. They burned around 2 minutes, 2 minutes 15 seconds to get the first checkpoint. Still, maybe they'll be able to pop off a little bit here and get something. They do get a pick on Vex.
Getting picked, yeah, he overextended a little too much into the enemy territory. Now Overheat is gonna have some advantage here to push the payload and get some space there. We'll see what happens when the full Overheat is able to regroup, as they do, and Vex is coming back here as well. So it's gonna be a full team fight. Coming up here.
Both teams just kind of skirmishing. Oh, Bomb goes in. So it's Heavy. He gets stuck. The arc line. It's 2. The arc line gets a double stun. Kaz goes down. Oh, Bomb trades for 2.
That arc mine coming in real clutch for VRespawn. I don't know if VRespawn would have been able to hold on without it, but finally, they're rushing right back in. They're not even. Wait, Vex was behind? I didn't even see that. Vex is just running for his life right now. I don't know if that flank is doing him any favors. Is he trying to bait him out? Oh wow, that phase lasts for quite some time. He's able to get away. And he's back into his team's protection. And the rest of the team is
3 on 3. Oh, another arc line.
Vex is just popping off here, getting killed from Bomb and Grim. Oh man. That stall play by Vex with the phase really just like set over. They just didn't know what to do with that. They were just trying to chase him back, and then he actually got away. They overextended him to try and chase him down, and they got picked out for that. It actually worked out in their favor. The whole game, I know the phase has not been working, but I think there it actually did.
I am not eating the sock. Let's go.
That's gonna be 2 maps for Respawn. It is best of 3 though, so the game is not over yet.
First 5.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. First to 3, best of 5, and we'll be back for the 3rd map after a message from our sponsors again.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you
great?
We have one more.
This is Pitt, and he takes creating lenses pretty seriously. That's no surprise, because he has been creating innovative lenses and coatings for the German market since 10 years in his laboratory he started back in 2004.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to our third map of the night. We saw the first map go to the third round. We saw the second map go all the way into overtime. Now we got another payload map for you. It's Surge. Any expectations from this one? VRespawn, so far on top. They had a great performance on Fission. What do you expect from them on Surge?
I expect them to continue to play. Well.
The Discord call.
Overheat aren't any slackers. We're showing they're making VRespawn bleed for every inch on payload and every percentage on capture points. So, right now VRespawn is still taking the lead in a 2-0 right now. Still, it is a best of 5, so there is still a chance I have to eat a sock. We'll see that if that's true. If I'm being honest, I don't want to eat a sock, so
we have been notified though by Jock over the break that there are edible socks and wearable socks. I mean, edible and wearable socks. They exist.
That seems really weird. I don't know why you'd wear a sock.
And a Robo will.
I was told that they're about $8, so I guess I have to buy and order a sock. That's $8, and made it as something that probably won't kill me. I guess. Who knows? Anyway,
Grim has yet to find his way into the match. It seems. As I rains down one here.
Yeah, Grim's been actually doing really well for this map. He's been making that pulsar work, especially on Dyson, he was able to get a whole lot of picks with it. He's scarier with it. A lot of people ignore pulsars because 99% of the time they're just not as dangerous as other weapons. But you can't ignore Grim. He's really good with that pulsar. So he does that little the Grim shimmy. You ever see him do the side-to-side dance and the up and down? It's really kind of. It's just like his little unique thing. So what's your expectation for this?
But yeah, I think my prediction is going to go in the way of VRespawn too, especially after that Fission performance. We kind of saw Overheat falling apart towards at least towards the end of the map on overtime. VRespawn really coming clean there with those team plays, and Overheat kind of splitting up a little bit. As long as VRespawn stays together like that, I think they will have the edge. But we did again on the first map, and even into the second, we saw Overheat really strong coming together in their aggression. So if they're able to find themselves, I really think they can take the fight to VRespawn. But for now, I think VRespawn does have the advantage here.
Yeah, I think VRespawn's just more comfortable on payload than other maps, and Overheat just doesn't want to play them on Combustion, because Combustion is one of VRespawn's favorite and probably one of their strongest maps. Although in recent weeks they have been losing on it. Cough, cough. Anyone you know? Anyway, so they are not as perfect as they used to be on it. They're not the unstoppable giants on Combustion they used to be. But that's not to say they aren't amazing at it. They really are really good at it, and Overheat is trying to stay away from that. So we are going to see them take this to Surge, as let's see here.
Surge is our newest map in the ECFL, so there aren't too many like meta strategies that have been developed for this map that we've seen that every team is doing as opposed to Dyson, where everyone just rushes out, gets the first pick. It can be a little similar on Surge, where you do see teams kind of being really aggressive in the beginning, trying to get that first pick, but the map layout is so different, where it's not straight. There's that whole bend around the first corner, so it's easier for the defenders if they decide to play further back to avoid that. So we'll see where each team decides to hold. Some teams hold a little closer up into the first room. Other teams will stay a little further back defensively. It just really depends.
And apparently COD's Worthless is threatening my Minecraft house now. This is what it's come to. Yeah, it looks like I guess Grim can no longer play. Maybe it's a bit too late for him, or he's just...
Or maybe his internet went down or something. EOS will be taking his place, though. Grim was doing really well, though, in the earlier maps.
Maybe they have a specific strategy on Surge with EOS. In this case, we do see...
We lost Bomb, though.
Bomb is switching over teams, probably just to tell them. I will let them know to go when ready. And it looks like someone else's Heavy just dropped.
Oh, man. Lots of technical difficulties here, it seems.
I will let teams know they can go whenever they wanna. Smell lasagna downstairs. Anyway, perhaps they have a specific strategy for Surge that they want to bring EOS onto.
Yes, we see running that Nova, so they're going to be changing out a Pulsar for another Nova. Heavy.
My guess is
Comet usually does.
Yeah, he might switch off to Comet or something instead. If they have Grim and they need 3 Novas, they put Heavy on Nova. But if they have 3 Novas and Grim's not there, then they will almost certainly put him on Comet. He's a good shot. Yeah, COD's. I don't know why. Don't bring my Minecraft house into this COD's Worthless. It'll be a long time to build. Anyway, we are still waiting for
viewers in the Twitch chat, though.
Yeah, all 33 of them watching me listen to me talk about my
Minecraft for the
Minecraft.
next round. I want to shout out anyone that says hype or does some kind of hype emoji or something.
In that case, there you go. Now you have to shout me out.
Hi, shout out to Robo Creator 223 for the hype in the chat.
Okay, we are still waiting. Oh, Heavy's back. Good to see.
Shout out to Devo Revo for the cheer.
Swift Rage. Angry.
Attack squad.
In any case, we're going to see both teams starting to ready up here, and we are going to see our third and possibly final map of this epic matchup between VRespawn and Overheat, truly showing that they deserve to be in this top 4. Some teams get in here just because of the way the roster was, but all teams played really well to get here, and Overheat showing that they are not only a contender for top, but just a contender for even the top 1, maybe just some of the top teams.
Alright,
so
well,
we are going to see them beginning
They are still down 0-2, so we'll see if Overheat can
your
put up
defensive
another fight. Maybe
positions.
take a map off of the respawn. That would be
Maybe
exciting.
even take the full 3 and I'll have to eat a sock made
There
out
you
of
go.
something edible. I wasn't told
Oh
what
no, a
it's
little
made.
crash there on the side of Overheat. It's gonna be Senbug all the way to victory
Oh,
here.
Eos!
Oh,
Eos won!
Eos comes out okay. Nice Eos, making the debut here strong for the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Hitting the Flamingo boundary.
So
There's
I
nothing
wasn't told
Flamingo
what
on
this edible sock was made out of. All I was told is that it was edible and wouldn't kill me if I ate it.
Match starting in.
You know that it's high in fiber.
9, 8,
Well, normal socks are high in fiber. I wasn't told that it was high in fiber. It could be in anything.
4, 3,
Oh well,
2,
we got the
knows?
defenders
One.
in position and attackers are
Stop
out the gate,
payload.
and we will have the
Payload
respawn
mobilized.
boosting right
Phase of
up
his.
and early onto Overheat. Bomb going down extremely low, and they're going after him. He gets healed up though, and Kudos will get the Nova pick onto Vex, and Cruisin will find the refrag onto Eos. So it's going to be a 3v3 here, as the respawn is still trying to get some ground. They got the pick early. We got another one onto Zenbug, and that's going to be respawn here with the numbers advantage, and the distance on the payload still going. Oh, the rest of the respawn is just pushing up now, trying to take all that space. They get the wipe on Overheat, and that's going to be a lot of progress.
Delivery
Yeah, the
accelerated.
spawn advantage is heavily in favor of the attackers here. You basically, the spawn timer is so low that by the time you drop out of your pod and you go hit
Delivery accelerated.
the map, I guess, hit the spawn bubble,
Delivery
it's already good to go.
Yeah.
We are
We're
gonna
almost
see-
at the end of the checkpoint here as Overheat finally get back out. Bomb is gonna run and try and get the pick. Oh, but he does not. Kaz will frag him out. Kaz dropping too, and Vidman going down too. A nice double by Heavy and Senbug. Senbug finding another on Vex, and that's gonna be too little too late. The payload has hit the objective, and now the spawns are changed, and Cruisin sends Senbug all the way deep into the second point, and the team will reset, and that's gonna be a V-respawn.
Payload mobilized.
58 seconds to push the second checkpoint, which in my opinion usually goes all the way to overtime or just gets curb stomped.
Oh, early hits there onto Eos and Bomb. So that's going to be V-Respawn just stomping early until the second checkpoint too. They're making insane time so far.
Oh, Vex comes
Double
in,
kill.
hits the other detonator, finishes him off, and we are going to see.
V-Respawn is just, they're not taking any prisoners right now. They're just going in hard.
Did anyone have a line to the Geneva or the?
They're just camping the spawn right now, waiting for Overheat to come out. They will come out, and they will just get stopped instantly. Vex will phase, and the delay is already there. It's going to be a 3v2 on the point as two members of Overheat stop for Vex. Vex is going to get some value out of that phase as he goes back to the payload, and Kaz is going to have a hard time dealing with two members of Overheat there, especially as Kaz playing. Oh no, he's still playing. So he's definitely able to keep that range. Zenbug jumps on him though, yeah. Nice. Wow, and another pick from Zenbug. Nice. So Overheat finally able to put a stop to V-Respawn, and they will have to reset for, I think, the first time in this entire map.
Yeah, Overheat starting to whittle off that almost 4-minute clock that V-Respawn started going into this checkpoint with the dominant performance over the first point. And we are going to see just a pick. Oh, is he going to get away? Is Heavy going to get away?
Just barely. He's running. Oh, Cruisin's gonna find him with the debt though, so he did have to invest into it. Vex is gonna get a pick on Sen, but it's gonna go down from Bomb.
Cruisin's
Find
not able to
another
pick
onto
up.
Cruisin though. So that's another full hold. Whoa, we got a little teleporting there, but a full hold from Overheat.
Yeah, Overheat's lacking on heals though. That's all their long heals. They're toast on. They have no sustainability. They have no sustain anymore.
He's just chilling on the front. Oh, is that? Something's going down on Eos. He is not moving. Yeah, I think he's teleporting from him too, so I think maybe that was the crash going down too. So we will see V-Respawn cleaning up easily here as a crash comes out on the side of
Oh, Bomb may manage to trade, but I'm not sure they'll be able to. Yep, he crashes. He's out.
Yeah,
So he's gonna get another one.
And Vex is going to find a pick on Heavy, and V-Respawn isn't going to have any difficulty getting this checkpoint, as unfortunate technical difficulties happening here. Hopefully Eos will get back soon, and we're going to have Zenbug just trying to contest the payload early by herself, though. I don't know.
I remember Overheat has a great strategy. I don't know if they would hold up without Eos. We just go straight into it. It looks like they
Yeah, that
might
was
have
kind of a feat there. That is not going to be good for them. They're going to be all the way back to spawn now, and V-Respawn is going to have no contesting going on early into this point, which is really strong for them. Got 4
We're
members.
obviously just all 4 of them just moving it through. I guess they want to try and get past the
They'll
choke
move
point.
real
So
fast. It doesn't look like
Overheat.
Cruisin is holding on to the payload though. I think he's holding on to Vex, so they may not be getting the distance from him.
yeah, it's
They
just
just
getting
have
ready
that
for the
fire.
A fumbled debt, it's not gonna get anything, and EOS is still not
Yeah,
back.
they gave away their position though. They all know that
Delivery
they're in the
accelerated.
tunnels. They're gonna rotate and VRespawn. Vidman's gonna take out Heavy. Cruisin is gonna go kamikaze with the dead. He gets some damage in, but takes out himself. And Vex is gonna be able to refrag out Simbug. And Kaz is gonna take out Bomb too, but Bomb does not go down before
Delivery
taking out
accelerated.
Vex. But VRespawn now, 2 members on the payload, and Overheat still has not found their 4th
Delivery
member.
accelerated.
It's still a 3.
Yeah, it looks like maybe he doesn't have Compass installed, or maybe Compass just isn't working with him. We've had some issues with Compass tonight. Someone had their Compass just randomly deleted off the computer just minutes after they used it last, and for others like Kaz, it just doesn't work. It's not going in the favor of
VRespawn using the fortitude.
Payload
Their
delivery
advantage,
accelerated.
as they should, and well, I mean,
It is
Yeah,
definitely a sad
accelerated.
moment, but it happens. 2 minutes and 41
I mean, you were
seconds.
on that.
That is a...
Imagine if you weren't lagging, you might have got it.
you hate to see it, but
Not great. We should see
hopefully
a
the 4th member of Overheat will rejoin.
Yeah, 45 seconds
Oh,
before the...
now EOS is back.
He's back. The teams will switch, so once the overlays. But he's back in time for the next round, so hopefully they can... Yeah, can we get an F in the chat for EOS? Just in general.
We did see Kaz
Take
crashing
your
out earlier
defensive
too, which cost them
positions.
maybe
Yeah.
one of the rounds too. So technical difficulties hurting both teams here. Definitely hurting Overheat here on
We are
this
seeing
defense.
plenty of F in the chat. Ghost
Further
and Hat.
Wi-Fi. Well, we will see Overheat push the payload though, so they can do it. They just have to get it all the way to the end, and they're gonna have another chance to compete in overtime. We've seen them do it before. They can do it again. They're just gonna have
2
to bring
minutes
out
and
all the
41
stops.
seconds, so there's a ton of time on Surge,
Match
especially.
starting in.
On Fission, it's
10,
not out of the realm of possibility. I guess that's
8,
probably around average.
7,
2 minutes or so,
6,
maybe.
5.
But on Surge,
4,
it's a ton of time.
3,
Usually you see you end it with
2,
under a minute just because of how much
1.
longer the map is. And there's no increase in time. That's like
Payload
20%
mobilized.
longer or something. With
Yeah,
doing-
Overheat's definitely fighting an uphill battle here, but we got 3 members boosting and trying to get that initial pick. We have Vinman rotating out. They are all well aware
They get
where
to
Overheat's
try.
coming from. They get some jets
Oh,
in
they
there,
get
but
a
he'll
pick.
come out. Then Semba gets that early pick onto Cruisin, and Bomb will fall in the process, but that's okay. He's gonna go back real fast. Kaznos takes out EOS too, so it looks like VRespawn here is gonna clean up a little bit. Heavy real low on the payload, throws out that jet though. A little questionable because VRespawn is... Oh no, the
Never mind, the
VRespawns
team
are
members
back
come
on
back
Overheat.
in.
Yeah, they're
Payload
so quick.
returning.
And that's going to be Respawn now on the retreat. Vex going real deep, trade out with Bomb, but that's a good trade for Overheat because they're going to be
Heavy
back.
still, hey, drops Cruisin! He's just been in the back the whole time, and he just manages to drop him. That's a great shot.
And Vid is going to have to
Payload
retreat too.
mobilized.
They're not going to be able to contest the payload. They're going to get some distance there. So a good start for Overheat. They respawning.
Oh, he's
And
just
Overheat-
crashed. He once again
Oh,
got crashed
what a
down.
snipe from Vid. Oh no, we lost EOS again.
Looks like they're playing one
Tragic.
situation with another.
Another
Alright,
epic crash.
oh, he's back again.
Oh, okay. This is just a wave, a roller coaster of emotions here as Bomb gets a double kill, taking out Kaz and Vidman. Vex finds Sendbug, Cruisin finds Bomb. So Overheat going to have to reset again. Only a minute 35 on the clock here. Vex being super
A
aggressive,
large
pushing
W,
in here,
and he's-
phasing out heavy, rubber banding around here, gets the heal off, and they're gonna push in onto the payload here. Vex is gonna have to
Payload
retreat. He's got
mobilized.
no health to fight with here,
Delivery
and he's gonna go down actually right out of the
Maybe
phase.
they're auto-
Good pick.
Delivery
Bomb pushing in with the Nova by himself though, and gets taken down.
The Arcmine gets him. We're seeing a lot of work come from on the Arcmine coming from VRespawn, particularly.
Payload
He's running at
mobilized.
Kaz. Yeah, usually Kaz runs the Arcmine. It's an interesting ordinance. Sometimes it works really well, and sometimes it just doesn't work at all. So you kind of have to build into it. You just can't add it into a strategy like you have that or instant heal. You have to literally like decide your strategy. Okay, we want to play around Arcmine.
Oh, a lot of back
Look,
and
it's
forth
wrong.
there. Vidman being the lone survivor. Oh, and finally goes down to
Payload
ES. They did a lot of work
mobilized.
there on
Back,
defense
accelerated.
there,
In the
but
map, we're seeing a
Overheat.
crash on VRespawn side. Now,
okay.
Vex is crashing out. Grim is in game. He should not
Grim
be there.
is on via Respawn's team now.
He's
it
subbed
seems.
out already. EOS has been subbed
Yeah.
in for him. So Grim is done for the night.
I mean, is
So-
it like a name glitch or something? Who did we?
No, I do. He's playing Pulsar. It definitely is Grim. Vex has crashed out.
And it seems Grim has replaced Vex. He's just chilling in the map though. He's not actually hopping in.
It's still
Payload
it's still a kind of information. He still needs to leave. That is information that could be sent to the war.
Yeah, he should be hopefully hopping out of the war and not in any chat with his team. We'll, I guess, look in on that.
This has been sent.
Yeah, we'll notify him. But the game is still playing for now.
It looks like Vex is possibly
double kill for Bomb again. Nice play by him, and Cruisin takes out Sembug, and Bomb finds the triple onto Cruisin.
And Grim has left, and he switched back, and now we once again are all good. It looks like technical issues have been sorted, at least for now.
Yep, and Bomb will finally fall, getting a little too trigger happy there after that triple kill, and just feeding in to the respawns, and that's gonna actually help you respawn here as they have the numbers advantage on this fight. They will push in on the rest of Overheat, and Overheat on the retreat now. Sembug, whoa, with the nice kill onto Kaz there, just jumping on him, and Vex will finally put her down, but going down real low in the process. Bomb's already back. Heavy and
don't worry, combat is a stable game.
Oh
wow, good trailer on a comment.
It's really close here. And VRespawn is going to get the pick. Heavy going down. Bomb is down now too. And Overheat wants this point, but they're not attacking together. They keep on getting into these 1v1s and VRespawn.
Another feed from EOS here. He is going to back off. So finally ending a little of the snowball feed they've had.
Oh, the deck comes in from Heavy, gets Kaz real low. Kaz is going to have to retreat a little bit. The rest of the VRespawn coming in.
Overheat members coming in!
Dunking on Overheat here. Overheat was working really fast, but VRespawn just responding to it. Bomb, the last member here going down really low. He goes into the stun and gets killed out. Staggering himself a little bit there after the rest of his team is
returning.
Yeah, we're gonna see another arc mine. Again, that's doing a lot of work. Looks like Overheat is just kind of ignoring it here.
Yeah, they're just feeding in there. Sen just ran into Vex, got killed there, and Vex with another kill, getting 3 in a row now. Vid taking out Heavy, and Overheat are having a best time finding themselves here. Vex finding another kill onto Bomb, and Overheat are just kind of staggering themselves here. They need to push in together, focus fire, like they were doing on the first map. Maybe they're getting a little tired here. It is the third map. Maybe they thought
Vex is gonna go in. He's gonna get a pick.
Broken. They almost get super aggressive, trying to stall out Overheat with only 10 seconds to go. They have to get to the payload. They are rushing. They pop their heals. They have no sustain for the fight. The deck comes out. They're going down real low, but he gets away. He is not dead yet. The heals come through, and Overheat, oh no! They get off the payload for just
yeah, you were on it. Maybe you should have picked a central host.
Maybe you should have picked a central host for here, Vidman thing. Interesting. In any case, that is our match between VRespawn and Overheat, going 3-0 in favor of VRespawn. I do not have to eat a sock. Must say I'm very happy about that fact. But it was a great game, I think. Overheat really showing up and making VRespawn metaphorically bleed for every inch of payload and every percent on capture.
Oh yeah, Overheat putting up a fantastic fight, especially in those first 2 maps. Those crashes really hurting them and probably breaking their spirits solo too.
Yeah, especially with the weird, just personnel. Grim should not have come into the map. I guess it's just weird. In any case, that is us done for tonight. We still have the rest of Stage 3 finals. We have another semi-final, I believe, on Saturday.
Yep, and we have VRespawn making it into the finals, playing the winner of Alpha D versus
Sovereign Nation. Yeah, correct. Sovereign Nation versus Alpha D, and then after that, we will see who the finals are on Sunday. Both teams are unfortunately going to have to force to play the next day or the same day. EU time zones are sad, and PST is the best time zone. You can't change your mind.
All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow for our next matchup. Have a good night, everybody.